Zhou Enlai was one of the most important leaders in modern Chinese history. He was born on March 5, 1898, in the city of Huai'an, which is in the eastern part of China. His family was not very rich, but they strongly believed in the importance of education. As a young boy, Zhou Enlai loved learning. He was very smart and worked hard at his studies. He enjoyed reading books on many different subjects, including history, science, and politics. His family encouraged him to follow his dreams and helped him pursue his education. When Zhou Enlai grew older, he moved to Beijing to attend university. This was a big step in his life. In Beijing, he continued his studies and became interested in the problems facing China. At that time, China was a country that was struggling. There was poverty, and many parts of the country were being taken over by foreign countries. The government was weak and unable to protect the country. Zhou Enlai wanted to help change China and make it a stronger country. While he was in Beijing, Zhou Enlai joined a group of students who wanted to make China a better place. In 1919, there was a big event called the May 4th movement. This was a time when many Chinese people, especially students, became angry because China had not been treated fairly by foreign countries. The country was weak, and the people felt that they needed to make big changes to improve the situation. The movement called for modernization, and it encouraged people to think about ways to make China stronger and more independent. Zhou Enlai was inspired by this movement, and it was during this time that he started to become more active in politics. After the May 4th movement, Zhou Enlai joined the Communist Party of China in the early 1920s. The Communist Party wanted to create a country where everyone would be equal. In this new country, there would be no rich or poor people. Zhou Enlai believed in these ideas and felt that they could help solve many of the problems that China was facing. The Communist Party wanted to help the people and make China strong again. This was a goal that Zhou Enlai deeply supported. In the 1920s and 1930s, China was going through many difficult times. There were constant struggles between different groups, and the country was not united. One of the biggest problems at this time was the invasion of China by Japan. Japan wanted to take control of parts of China, and the Chinese people fought back in a long and difficult war. Zhou Enlai became a leader in organizing the Chinese people to fight against the Japanese. He was known for being a smart and calm leader who was able to bring people together to work toward a common goal. His ability to lead and inspire people during this difficult time earned him respect from many different groups in China. Zhou Enlai also worked closely with other important leaders, including Mao Zedong, who was the leader of the Communist Party. Together, they worked hard to unite the people of China and fight against the Japanese. Zhou Enlai was known for his skill in diplomacy and negotiation, and he helped form alliances with other groups to strengthen the fight against the enemy. He worked hard to build strong relationships with different leaders and groups, making sure that everyone worked together for the common good. After World War II ended, China faced another difficult challenge. The civil war between the communists and the nationalists began again. The nationalist government, led by Chiang Kai-shek, wanted to control China, while the communists, led by Mao Zedong, wanted to take power and make China a communist country. Zhou Enlai played a crucial role in the civil war. He was not only a military leader but also a skilled diplomat. He worked hard to build alliances with other groups and helped negotiate important agreements. He made sure that the people in the areas controlled by the communists were taken care of, even as the war raged on. In 1949, the Communist Party won the Civil War, and Mao Zedong declared the founding of the People's Republic of China. This was a major moment in Chinese history. Zhou Enlai became the first premier of China, which meant that he was in charge of the government and responsible for many important decisions. As premier, Zhou Enlai worked very hard to rebuild China after years of war. The country had been deeply affected by the fighting, and there was a lot of work to be done to improve people's lives. Zhou Enlai's main goals as premier were to rebuild the economy, improve education, and make sure that people had enough food to eat. He focused on creating a better life for the people of China. He worked hard to fix the damage caused by war and to improve the country's infrastructure. Zhou Enlai also worked to improve the education system, believing that learning was the key to making China stronger. He wanted to make sure that children in China could go to school and learn the skills they would need to build a better future. In addition to his work at home, Zhou Enlai was also very important in foreign policy. He believed that China should have good relationships with other countries. Zhou Enlai worked hard to build friendships with countries around the world. He wanted China to be respected by other nations and to play a role in world affairs. He traveled to many different countries to meet with their leaders and discuss how they could work together. Zhou Enlai believed in peace and cooperation between nations and worked hard to make sure China was involved in international organizations like the United Nations. His efforts in building good relationships with other countries helped China become more involved in the world. Zhou Enlai was respected not only for his ability to lead China but also for his wisdom and character. He was known for being calm and patient, even in difficult situations. His ability to solve problems and find solutions to complex issues made him one of the most admired leaders in China. Zhou Enlai was also known for his kindness and his concern for the people. He worked tirelessly to improve the lives of ordinary Chinese citizens. Even though Zhou Enlai was very dedicated to his work, his health began to decline in the 1970s. He was diagnosed with cancer, but he continued to work hard even while he was very sick. His determination and commitment to China were incredible. Zhou Enlai continued to lead the country and make important decisions until his death in January 1976. His passing was a great loss to China, and many people across the country mourned him. He was remembered as a leader who had worked his whole life to make China a better place. After his death, Zhou Enlai's legacy lived on. People remembered him as a wise and capable leader who cared deeply about his country and its people. Zhou Enlai's work helped shape modern China, and his contributions were recognized not only in China, but also around the world. His dedication to improving China and his diplomatic skills were qualities that many people admired. Zhou Enlai is remembered as one of the most important leaders in China's history. His efforts to rebuild the country, both at home and abroad, helped China become a stronger and more respected nation. Even though he faced many challenges during his life, he always remained focused on his goal of creating a better future for the Chinese people. Zhou Enlai's life is a reminder of the power of determination, wisdom, and kindness. His contributions to China's development and his commitment to his country will never be forgotten.